We're live. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. I've been trying to get this young lady on the show, and unfortunately, I've had some troubles, but now she's here. Ching Schueddig is here, and we're going to talk about healthy living inside and out. She's going to share her journey. Welcome, Ching. How are you today?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks, Ted, for having me.
I'm excited to have you. I love the brightness of your room. I was telling you about that before we went live. Ching and I met, I think, through LinkedIn.
Right.
I love to look at people's LinkedIn profiles. Y'all, if you're not on LinkedIn, you are missing out. There are a lot of opportunities there, and it's an untapped way to connect with people. But enough about me and my little pontificating. Let's learn about Ching. So before we went live, I told you that the audience loves origin story. They want to know about you. So give us a little 411 on your background.
Okay, well, I was born in Singapore, and when I was 19, I decided to see the world. So I moved to Germany, and
Why Germany?
Why Germany? Oh, that's another long story.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. So I met my husband there, and we lived there for 23 years.
Wow.
And when he retired, we moved to Naples, Florida, and we have been here for 26 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you speak fluent German?
Yes.
I love it. I can barely speak fluent English, so I'm always enamored by people who can speak more than one language. What brought you to Florida? Just because you thought it's time to retire and I want to be where it's warm?
Yes. My husband is American, and well, now I'm also American, and he loves the heat. He loves, he hates the cold.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. 23 years in Germany was enough for him.
And that is, if you have not been to Germany, folks, let me tell you about the bitter cold. Woo!
Yeah,
But
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country.
Gorgeous, and the people I find are absolutely engaging and friendly and wonderful. And I love, of course, the food too. But that's for a whole nother. We'll do a Germany show one time.
Yes.
So tell us about your journey to what did you have a career while you were in Germany? Did you work? What were you working on back then?
Well, I was in corporate America most of my life until I switched to having my own business. While I was in corporate America, I was mainly in the computer industry, the legal departments of the big corporations that I was working with. Then I was doing personnel, and then I did the last part of my corporate career was in tax advising.
Wow. You've had a myriad of things that you've done. So maybe that's why we'll jump to healthy living in a minute, but that was the challenge. Everything you just told me almost made my mind go crazy. So that's a lot of different things. When you got out of corporate, was there a reason? Was it because you both were retiring to Florida, or did you just decide to go on another path?
Well, when my husband retired, I thought that I was going to, I quit my job. I was 40 years old then. And so I quit my job and thought that we are going to just, enjoy retirement together. But then I got bored.
Well, after all of the stuff you did before, I would imagine you probably got bored.
Yeah. So I started working on tax returns, and then I went up the ladder on that. And while I was doing tax advising, I loved what I did. I loved helping people with their tax returns, but the job itself is very stressful. Because you have a small window of doing taxes and, stress. I had to work like 12, 14 hours a day and nonstop. So, even taking a break is, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to gobble in my lunch. And then when I left work, it's just having a quick dinner and then, and then go to bed.
Wow.
So
That's a lot. So it takes its toll.
yes, yes. And sometimes I couldn't even sleep because I was so wound up, But so then my neighbor asked me if I would go with her to try out some skincare. And I went with her, but I was very skeptical because I thought I was using the best products already. So why would I want to buy something else? But I went just to please her.
That's
And
sweet.
I was amazed.
It changed your life.
It changed my life. It felt so good on my skin and it made me look so good.
You do look good.
Thank
You
you.
really do. I was going to tell you that before we went live. But you look great.
Thanks very much. And so when the lady told us about the business, and I'm a business major, so it made so much sense to me that I jumped right in.
And you did. So you fell in love with the product, or how it, not necessarily the product, but how you felt like you looked. It made you feel good. It made you look good, better, or you felt, I'm sure, healthier, which I'm sure is where the whole healthy living inside now comes in. But, it's one thing to try the products. It's another thing to jump into the business side. What was attractive about that?
Well, I was using the products and I was using similar products anyway, and I pay a lot of money for those products. I can get it at a deeper discount, and when I tell people, when I share the products with people, I get paid. So it's a no-brainer for me.
Why healthy? So I always ask everyone, any of the guests, to come up with your own title, because I think that's so important. You create the title. Why healthy living inside and out? Because I hear you talking about skincare, and I do want you to give us a little more deeper dive on actually what the product is. I'm fascinated, but why inside and out?
Okay, so what you put on your skin gets into your bloodstream in 26 seconds. So if there are toxins in your creams, you get it in your bloodstream in 26 seconds. And so that is the outside part. So from outside to inside. But the skin that we have is from what we put inside our body. So if we put junk in, we'll have junk on the outside. So you want to be sure that you are eating the right things to keep your gut healthy so that it reflects on your skin, and not only your skin and your inside health, but also your mind.
Yes.
The gut brain connection, a lot of people who have mental problems is because of the chemistry they have inside their body.
There's so much more research coming out on that. I feel like how the gut bacteria, the gut health is so related to everything else. It used to be that that sounded like fake stuff. Nobody would believe that. That sounds hokey. But there's a lot of new studies that have come out. I've been reading a lot about it, where the gut health really does impact your overall health in every aspect of your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so what do you do? Tell us about the product. I've already got people asking. So tell us about the product. Tell us a little background on the product. And then maybe give us some ideas of what you feel like it does. Why is it different?
Okay, all our products are vegan, free of toxic chemicals, free of dairy, soy, GMO, and artificial dyes and chemicals. So we help people, especially busy people who have no time to prepare their meals. We help them with what we call healthy fast food. So we have protein shakes that you can drink as a meal replacement twice a day, and a lot of different healthy drinks to give you vitamins and minerals and a lot of good stuff. And then, so that is the inside part, the nutritional part. But we also help you cook healthy meals. We give you a step-by-step plan with recipes and grocery list. And when you join us in the program, we put you in a private Facebook group where you get all the motivation and all the tips and tricks, even like how to eat out without eating the wrong things.
Which is so hard, right? Because
Yes.
you think something you're eating is healthy, and then yet it's really not, or it's got all sorts of chemicals and is processed. It's very hard, I think, to eat out and understand unless you do some pre-planning.
Yes. Yeah. So I thought I was healthy before until I met these products. I thought I was healthy, but it changed my whole life. Not only just my working life, but also my health and how I feel. It, even if you are eating junk now, your taste will change. I used to eat foods that are not good for me,
Yes.
and now I don't eat them anymore because I don't crave them anymore.
Right. There's an addictive, people don't believe this, but I do. I think there's an addictive chemical. There's something about the way some of those processed foods are made where you're actually experiencing a craving for it if you go without it. You almost have to wean yourself or detox yourself off it. Now, guys, I'm not saying that I don't eat some really bad stuff occasionally, but I can feel the difference when I do. I don't feel good. I feel sluggish. My stomach doesn't feel great. You can tell, and I think all of us have that. We go, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Or you want to take a big giant nap, that's probably a sign that your body is trying to shut down, try to process all that junk you just ingested. And so it's got to slow you down. We have questions about, and I was going to ask this anyway, so I love it. What do you say to men who want to experience skincare, want to not just use the soap that they wash their hands with? They want to learn how to do it because it can be intimidating. I feel like most women have understood makeup and applying makeup and foundation and why skin creams are important, why keeping your skin is important. But I think men only very recently have really begun to embrace that.
Yeah. So that's the nice part is that, for men who do not want to go and shop and, tell somebody else that they want to, it's for them, it can be embarrassing.
Yeah.
To go to a store. So our products are online. And when they get in touch with me, then I can coach them. I can find out what their issues are, and then I'll guide them to the right products. And we have products for men, for all ages, all skin types, and all kinds of skin issues. So we provide the one-on-one consultation.
That's so good. I think you're right. I think men are intimidated by, embarrassed by, and so being able to order online. You guys, if you're still using the combination body wash, shampoo to wash your face, you have to try to figure out how to graduate because there is so much truth about keeping your body, making sure that your skin lasts as long as you want to, because it can be I've seen people who age so much younger than they look older than they are. And I think a lot of it has to do with they've never even begun to embrace any kind of skincare. So we had a couple other questions, Ching, and this one will take you a minute. Do you have a routine a morning and evening routine? And is that, in your opinion, important? Because you hear things, a lot of products people buy, use it in the morning and in the evening. Is that real? Is that something you do? And can you give them a tip or two on what, maybe an example of what you do?
Yes, I definitely have a routine. I am, self-care for me is very important. So I use my skincare morning and night. So everybody, should be doing that if you want your skin to look good. And then I exercise. I exercise every morning, and it doesn't have to be long. 10 minutes will be good. I do at least half an hour to an hour, depending on my appointments. So and then I eat a very healthy breakfast. My breakfast is my protein shake, and I put a lot of stuff in it. It's my meal replacement. It lasts me for a few hours, and then if you want to lose weight, you will do another protein shake for either lunch or dinner. But because I don't have to lose weight, I just do one meal replacement a day, and that's always my breakfast, because that's quick to make. And then I have a healthy lunch and a healthy dinner, and then before I go to bed. Now this trick, if you don't wash your face at night and you go to sleep without washing your face, you are aging 7 days for every night that you sleep without washing your face.
Now I'm panicked. So there is something behind that, right? Because I think people go, well, I'll just do it in the morning. Why do I need it at night? Let my skin breathe. I've heard that before. But I have also heard exactly what you just said, that you have to do it at night. My daughter has convinced me that it is really a good idea for me to do it at night. Look, guys, I'm only beginning in this. I mess up. I don't do it at night. Sometimes I go, why are there so many steps? I don't want all those steps. Guys, just, if men especially, or even women who haven't embraced that, you don't have to, don't think of it as makeup. Think of it as skincare and self-care. And I think people get confused and don't realize how important that consistency is, like you're talking about.
Yeah, we have also, for women, we have a 5-step process in skincare. But for men, we have cut it down to 3. And earlier,
we need that.
Yeah, you mentioned, guys who are used to using one product for the shampoo and the face and the body. We have that, and it's a healthy one.
See, that's important. I think that people will just buy whatever, and that's what they've always used, and they don't realize how much that's really impacting them, healthy living inside and out. This is not just what you put on your skin. Like Ching said, it's absorbed. What did you say? 26 seconds. It's in the bloodstream.
Yes.
I mean, that is something. So imagine you put that stuff on your face that you just clean the rest of your body with. That's all being soaked in, and it's impacting you, whether you know it or not.
Yeah. And another thing is that, people are accumulating fat in their body because the body makes the fat to protect your toxins inside your body from attacking your vital organs.
Wow.
So if you do not detoxify your body, even though you go on a diet, you lost weight, and then you do not detoxify, the fat will come back. That's why people go up and down in their weight loss. We teach people how to detoxify.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and how to live a healthy lifestyle so that you'll never have to do another diet again.
I love that. All right. So see how fast it goes, Ching? We're like way over time, but I loved it. I wasn't going to cut you off. That's great. All right. So tell people, we have something scrolling across the bottom, but I'm going to tag Ching in everything, and you can reach out to her. But if somebody wants a consult from you, if somebody wants to learn more, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
I am in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and you can click on that link and you can get in touch with me. So there are lots of ways that you can get in touch with me, and I am friends with Ted on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Actually, on all platforms.
On all platforms now. That's the
so
thing.
You can find me there too.
You'll find, yes, and you'll see the show, y'all. It's on Facebook, obviously, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube right now. I have to say another thing before we go. I think attitude is a big deal, and your positive energy is also very helpful. But it's such a catch-22 because a lot of times people don't have a positive energy because they're not putting anything positive into their bodies, minds, and souls. So I love your positive energy and your passion about what you do. We did it, Ching. All right, you all, please reach out to her. We're all trying to do healthy living. We're all trying to figure out what that means for us. And wouldn't it be nice to have a mentor or somebody along the way, just like Ching Schueddig, to help you out? Thank you so much for being on the show, Ching.
Thanks so much, Pat. It's been a pleasure.
Please come back. If you got anything that you want to share, something new, something exciting, a promo, we'd love to have you come back on the show.
Okay, thanks.